Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Carpo here. I just woke up, so don't mind my morning face. I I woke up this morning thinking about music, and I had this song stuck in my head, "Wasp," "The Last Command," and I haven't heard that song in a while. I listened to it yesterday. I did grab the album. I have the LP in my collection, so I pulled it out and listened to it, and it reminded me of how much heavy metal I'm missing. But I go through phases, and anybody who's an old school musician, or anyone who's old enough to have gone through many different phases of music in their life knows that you'll step back. Like, I'll go to the Grateful Dead sometimes heavy metal, sometimes classical, whatever it may be. But got me thinking back to the 80's and how there was always a dispute with an album cover, or always a dispute with some lyric in some song. And people talk today about how our freedom of speech is being suppressed, and how we can't say the things we want to say. And I think back, like, you guys have no idea how much shit we've gone through. I mean, I'm talking about the younger kids of today who think that, that music's being suppressed because, like, say, rap songs are being disputed because of the things that they say. And rap is horrible. Some of the stuff is horrible. I like rap. Don't get me wrong, but some of the lyrics are horrific, and they're designed for shock value. But in the 80's, the music wasn't necessarily for shock. Sure, Two Live Crew, stuff like that. But as far as the heavy metal went, heavy metal has a soul of its own, and any rocker will know that. And it's not about shock rock as much as it is about expression. Because I play music, and I've played in a band, and I know how it feels to express your views. So I decided to go through my records this morning after I heard that Wasp song, and just grabbed 3 of my heavy metal albums with the most controversial covers I could find. So here we go. Motley Crue. Shout at the devil. I mean, look at it. It's not even a picture. It's just a different texture of a pentagram. And there was all kinds of issues over this. I mean, people hated this. Parents hated this. I guess if you're a religious person, I can see how that would be possible. Over here we have Poison. This is the classic. Now this is the edited one, but if you buy if you buy the real record before they started editing it, the whole face was there, and there was a little tongue coming out, a snake tongue. That's all it was. It was just a tongue, a lizard tongue on a dude, and that's the kind of shit that they kept out of the market. And these are by these stupid groups, that think that they're protecting our youth. But here's an album that'll get you. Let's grab this one here so I can get a better view of it. Wasp. I fuck like a beast. I got a big old skill saw blade going through his crotch there, and he's all bloody. Now this is something I can see parents having a problem with, but it was still out there. It was on the market. The thing sold. I found this in a record shop. I was like, I gotta have it. So there it is. There's 3 albums, and I don't know what kind of things that they're keeping off of album covers today, because I don't really follow any modern music. But this was the shock value thing with Wasp for their album cover here. But the Poison one I never really understood. Open up and say I mean, it's sad. It's sad that they would. But, I can understand parents' concern, especially in the 80's when music was really taking off with the heavy metal, and they assumed that all heavy metal was satanic. I've had people tell me I'm going to hell because I listen to heavy metal and stuff. It's just a bunch of ridiculousness. But anybody who rocks out knows that there's an expression that goes with heavy metal. It's a feeling that you get when you listen to it, like nothing else. And I listen to every different type of music. I listen to rap, hip-hop, rock. There's no type of music I don't listen to, except for, honestly, country. I like bluegrass, and I like classic country. I love listening to, some old Waylon Jennings, or maybe some, well, I don't know too many of them. But some of those older songs are great, but the new stuff never got to me. But other than that, I like all music. I don't like pop really either, as far as like Mariah Carey kind of shit. But who does, right? I mean, there's good and bad songs, but I need songs that express something of emotion, something that feel. It's not even about the music as much as it's about what is this person trying to convey through their music. And even if it's just a story that's made up, if it's true and it's real and it feels right, it's great. But when people are just talking about, the shit that pop rock talks about, love and sex and all that, it's just a bunch of garbage to me. So maybe if the meaning was behind the lyrics, it wouldn't be necessarily the music so much. And that's the same problem I have with country. I like country, I just don't really care much about the whining part of it. That's just my opinion, no offense. But heavy metal stands alone. It's on its own, and it's only metalheads will understand. So, peace.